Hi there, this is Mr. Evans with a video on improving quality. This is covering this part of the specification here, the difficulties and benefits of improving quality, before looking at the consequences of poor quality. Personally, if I were designing the specification, I would have put the consequences of poor quality first, and then the benefits and difficulties of improving it afterwards, but I will stick with the order that the topics appear on the specification. So we've looked at quality control and how that's a method for monitoring quality, using quality assurance, Kaizen, total quality management as systems for improving quality. So what are some of the difficulties and benefits involved in improving the quality of the firm's products? So these should be relatively obvious. You're going to get an improved reputation for your firm if you're providing better quality goods and services. Remember, of course, not just goods we're talking about here. You can provide a quality service, a hairdressers, an insurance company, really looking after their customers, providing great service would be a way that they can improve their quality. It's going to create a USP, something unique about your business that inspires people to go and buy the product. It should increase the number of repeat customers, i.e. that is customers who come to your place once and then come back because they've received really good quality. It should increase the number of new customers as well, as word of mouth reputation improves. People tell their friends about your great quality. It makes the product more price inelastic. Price inelastic, of course, means that consumers are not that responsive to changes in price. It means that there's another reason other than price that they're buying your product. Okay, if you've got a really high quality product, it's likely that most consumers will continue to buy that, even if you put the price up a bit, because they know that they are getting a quality product and they're prepared to pay for it. Which is excellent because it means that you don't have to get involved in price wars and so on, cut your price to try and sell more units. Much easier to make more revenue by being able to increase your price and have people still buy your product. It should reduce your costs. There'll be less wastage and fewer complaints, so you free up staff who were previously dealing with complaints or dealing with wastage. They can be much more productive for you, and overall, working for a firm that's providing really high quality products, really satisfying its customers, should lead to a more motivated workforce. However, there may be some difficulties. As I've hinted, it can be difficult to change organisational culture. Organisational culture refers to the way things are done in a particular business. If staff are used to a culture of they just turn up, they produce their goods, they don't put their heart into it, and they go home, they earn their money, it's up to them. The culture might be, the management are the ones who look after quality, then that can be quite difficult to change and certainly take some time. There are costs to improving quality. You're going to need to retrain staff so that they have new skills and competencies like checking the product. They need to have the ability to check, they need to have the skills to know when the product is of a poor quality. We may need to install new equipment to help with the checking process, or to just improve the quality of production. We might want to source some new raw materials, which may well be more expensive than the ones we were using before, because they're higher quality. Finally, if the staff are taking more time over production to ensure the product is of a good quality, there may even be a fall in labour productivity. The output per worker falls because they're taking more time to make sure that the products they're producing are of a high standard. That would obviously lead to an increase in cost per unit. Finally, some organisations can have difficulty changing their brand image. Skoda are an example of a company, I mean, Skodas were pretty awful when I was growing up in the 1990s and had a reputation for being so, but they're owned by VW now. They produce excellent cars, and yet certainly in my generation of 30 odd somethings, there's still people who view Skodas as low quality cars, and really that's quite unfair at the moment. But they're still trying to change that brand image that they acquired 20 odd years ago. So there's some of the benefits and the difficulties involved. Next time, looking at the costs of poor quality.